Crazed Convos. Crazed Convos.
Hello, guys, and welcome to Crazed Convos podcast. This is episode number 3, and I'm your host, Pablo. I am here with my longtime friend,
No,
Dino. How you doing, man? How's it going?
I'm doing awesome, dude.
Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. So
I
I
had a
heard,
great night last night.
yeah. What did you do?
All right, let me tell you. This is a spoiler alert for anybody who's trying to watch Deadpool and Wolverine. I went to go watch Deadpool and Wolverine.
Was it good?
Dude, it is actually really funny. And it's really funny because my wife doesn't speak English, but she was still laughing. Like, that's how funny it is. It transcends language.
Yeah, the movies that can do that are great. I remember when I went to watch the Hangover movies, especially only the first and second one. I didn't watch the third one in theaters. I remember all these non-English speaker Mexicans just laughing their asses off, and that's how you know a movie is like top tier comedy.
And I mean, it's a good movie. I recommend it. I don't want to spoil anything just because it's relatively new. I literally just came out 2 days ago. It's I give it a fair like 8 out of 10, honestly.
An 8 out of 10, that's really good, especially for you, Dino.
Yeah,
Somebody
because I'm
with
super picky.
yeah, you. No, actually, he's not super picky.
No, I like bad movies too, just to make fun of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. I don't know what you mean at all. I don't like bad movies, even to make fun of.
Because they're funny sometimes.
Well, then, if they're funny to me, that would make it a good movie.
But they're not. No. It's funny. It's funnier when they try not to be funny, but they do it unintentionally just because of how bad the script is. So one of my favorite horror movies is Grave Encounters, the first one, because the second one gets fucking goofy. Like this straight up. The whole plot is this remember those ghost shows, like the old ones, like the Ghost Hunters and like old. Like the most haunted places in America, like that, like stuff. So it's like people like trying to capture and record ghosts with all these like old devices that they used to use for ghost hunting, and it starts off really funny because it's fake. Like they legit think it's all fake. Like they make stuff up. They pay people to like say stuff, and they eventually go to this like psych ward that actually is haunted. And it's just a great movie. But then the second one, the fucking ghosts for some reason become the producers. So like they start holding the fucking cameras. There's like a scene where like the guy is literally in front of a mirror and just with a bunch of floating cameras, and I'm like, oh, this guy fucking goofy.
Yeah, yeah. That does sound kind of goofy. I've never seen it. I know you told me to watch it, but I just haven't
Here
had
on
the.
YouTube.
Yeah,
Shout out.
I just haven't had the time. You know, I have a lot of things going on in my life at the moment.
Oh yeah, like what?
Like playing video games, watching anime, working, doing anything that is not watching movies recommended by Dino, because sometimes he recommends rated R stuff. I mean, not rated R, like triple X kind of things.
There's nothing wrong with that. You like triple X rated stuff.
Triple X, like the movie with Vin Diesel.
With Vin Diesel. I haven't seen him in a while. Is he okay? Is he alive?
I don't know. I only watch him in the Fast and Furious now. I do know the Power of Family took him all the way to space and back. You know, no,
Well,
we got to talk about Fast and Furious. You know, Ludacris' character. You know how I think he comes out in the second one. That's the first time he comes out, right? And he owns a
Yeah.
shop, and he's just like a normal guy that just owns his shop and customizes cars and stuff. Then later on, somehow he becomes like one of the world's best hackers, and his dream is to just go open up a shop like somewhere where he can like customize cars, you know, and just like that's his dream. It's like, bro, you literally were living your dream. You had your own shop, and for some reason, you left all that behind to become one of the world's best hackers. And now your dream is to own a shop. Like you should have
It's-
maybe not sold it and become a hacker for whatever reason.
He took night classes.
I mean, I got no problem with that, but I'm just saying, you literally own a shop. Like, if it was so great, you would not have sold your shop to become a hacker. So now, what the hell, man? Like, make up your mind.
It's like when people are working at a job too long that they hate, that they just decide that they want to go back to school, programmers like IT. That's what they do and live in a dream.
Yeah, yeah, but I'm just saying, like, he literally had his dream job, and all of a sudden he's like, "Nah, I'm a hacker now." And then he's like, "You know what? My dream is to go back to what I was doing before I became a hacker." So it doesn't sound like he enjoys hacking and stuff. He doesn't like computers.
I mean, it's family.
Yeah, yeah, the power of family. It took him all the way to space and back. I mean, that is impressive.
The only thing the power of family has taken me is to the fucking fuck. I thought I was gonna word that better. The only thing it's taken from me is sleep. Yeah, that's what I meant to say. I'm just a quirky guy.
Yeah, yeah, you are a little something. I don't know if quirky is the right word to describe you.
It is.
I would use something a little different.
Yeah. All right.
There was something you wanted to cover in this podcast, right?
Oh
This
yeah.
episode.
Yeah.
You said that you felt like Eminem's new album was a it was like an attack directed at you specifically.
Dude, like for real, the death of Slim Shady, the album that just came out. I'm surprised people aren't talking more about it. It's literally just like this dude trying to get himself canceled. It's Eminem trying to say all the like offensive stuff. He says like stuff about the gays, the trans, the fat, and I feel like he did a diss track towards me.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think Eminem can be canceled at this point because whatever he says now is probably not worse than what he said when his career first started. Like, do you remember the song about his mom that he ended up regretting himself, or like how he wrote a song
No,
for?
he only regretted it because his mom tried to sue.
No, no, he,
He
he ended up regretting it like later because he made headlights and he said he cringed now that he hears the song because his mom is old and he feels like bad about all that now.
I do kind of feel that way because I made my mom cry one time, uh, and I think about it now, and I'm like, damn, I really shouldn't have done that. She's a nice person.
Yeah, I think like even if you do something out of anger, especially when you're in your like late teens, early 20s, sometimes when you get older, you see like I could have handled that better. But I don't think Eminem would be canceled because yes, he used to be so much more than this shit he does now. Like, for example, I remember reading about how he invited Kim. I think it was after they were
After the
separated.
whole,
And he had a song written like to diss her, and he invited her just to like play it as an encore, and like she ended up trying to kill herself or suicide because of it. Like
you can't say either of those. You got,
I just said them. I
I
just
gotta
said 'em.
mark
I
it.
mean, it's the truth. Look, they're not gonna hide the truth. There's one thing I hate in this world is thought police and like people that try to control the words you say. Like,
Well, yeah, that's what he's trying to like. And in the actual like the whole album, he has skits and like there's like the he calls it the PC police. Like he actually jokes about like the people that try to cancel because he I don't know if he was trying to take a stand or anything. It kind of doesn't feel like it because he makes it almost seem like so Slim Shady is like a separate character from Marshall or like the like his actual I think that's his actual name. Like it's trying to separate himself like it's just a different entity. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah, it's always been that way in the albums, as far as I remember.
Well, guilty conscience I think is a good one. Where he's like kind of having this inner monologue with himself.
Yeah, or like that song. So when I'm gone, just carry on. You
I love
know.
that song, dude.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
yeah, and he used to be like yeah, I feel like he used to be talked a lot more, but nowadays he just kind of fell off. The only thing he's like in the news for is breaking the new fastest words per minute record.
I think he's still talked about a lot. It's just that he's not as mainstream. With he's just gotten old, man. He's what, like almost 50 years old, maybe.
For
He's
repping like he's 20.
Yeah, I
That's
mean,
what I saw.
I still love his music, but I just feel like a lot of this new generation doesn't appreciate his music because they're into their own music. Like a lot of younger kids these days, they'll know Drake, they'll know Kendrick, but they might know who Eminem is, but they haven't actually listened to his albums, right? Like there was a
Yeah,
lot of people getting
recovery.
triggered by some of these songs, and people were like, "Dude, this is nothing. Like you should go listen to his old songs." Like,
Yeah,
and I think like we as a generation, we take pride in the fact that like things used to be less censorship. There used to be less censorship in our time, and like I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know if this will get me in trouble with anybody that listens to this, but I just believe if in art, as long as nobody's actually getting hurt, like art should not be illegal. Whether you draw something, whether you say something like in a poem or a rap song, or you draw something for a manga or comic or anything like that, you make a video, um
you make a
like yeah,
podcast.
you make a podcast, anything art related, whether it's a comedy, like comedy, if you make a joke, as long as nobody's actually getting hurt, like words and thoughts and drawings, like they're not hurting anybody. Like it might be dirty, it might be something you don't like, but I feel like we should not make those type of things illegal or like try to cancel it. And I also feel like a lot of people that are trying to cancel people are people that basically live in the internet, that are either very young and have nothing else to do with their lives, or people that are just overly sensitive. Because like somebody said, like most fans of something, they'll just watch it. If they don't like it, they'll just leave.
Hmm.
Like, and also that, not only that, but like people that actually like it, they'll just might give it a like at the most. This is like a struggle. Like I'll watch stuff that made me laugh, and I forget to give it a like because I just move on to the next one. And I feel like these people that actually take the time to write these hateful comments and to try to spread the word, like, oh, we need to cancel these people, like they are just miserable people. And you know what they say, misery loves company. Because like I don't care how much I dislike a comment or somebody make a joke I didn't like, or they said something that I thought went against my morals. Because we got to remember, we don't all share the same morals. Like that's not something all humanity shares. Whatever your morals are not always other people's morals. Like we don't have to share morals to get along. Like you don't like something, it's not for you, just move on.
And the thing is, back in the day, like I don't know if you ever watched like older movies, but like older PG-13 movies used to have a lot worse stuff, like a lot more cussing, a lot more inappropriate stuff that wouldn't fly nowadays. And it's only, I think it's only because of the internet, and the internet it's just easier for any idiot to go out and say whatever they want. I mean, heck, there's two idiots saying whatever the heck they want right now at this very moment.
Yeah, yeah, and that is one of the worst things about the internet is yeah, it brought the whole world together, but it made these echo
It made him a
chambers.
group. It made him a
Yeah,
group.
yeah, it made these echo chambers of idiots that think they're right. I mean, didn't the amount of people that believe in flat Earth went wrong with the internet? So that is an insane thing to think about.
Now hold up. All right, so go back to what I was talking about. Eminem literally called me out specifically. Let me read this little excerpt from his song "Road Rage." All right, we should coddle fat people. Yeah, yeah. Here's a concept. What? Let's celebrate onset. Yeah, onset diabetes. And instead of us dieting, we can just have a pie eating contest. And we should be extra nice. What? Instead of honest. Yeah, and instead of exercise, it's easier to find a triple X your size. Dude, that's literally my shirt size. Like he called me out specifically. He made a diss track toward
Yeah.
me. I've never even met the man.
Do you feel honored that he made it this track against you?
No, I feel like Drake.
You feel like Drake? I don't think he
The
did.
only,
I don't think
the
he
only
did
day,
you as bad as Drake, man. Come on, it wasn't that bad.
no, it's worse because I don't have a massive hog. I can't just release a video of me playing with my massive hog. At least I have that to compensate.
Wait, how do you
Nah,
know? How do you know Drake has that?
you haven't seen the video.
No, I'm straight.
You don't know I'm straight too. I had a gay coworker who was like, "Hey, you want to see a video about Drake?" I said, "Yeah, okay." And then I see a fucking gummy worm
Oh, and then how many times did you repeat it?
once or twice. I just had to confirm. You know
That's
what
a
I
little
mean?
zesty. That's
I
a
had
little
to I had to make
zesty.
I had to make sure it was real. It could have been photoshopped. I had to make sure.
Nah, it's a little zesty, my friend. No, that nothing's wrong with that. If you ever want to come out, please do it on the episode so that we can get extra views. But I mean, that's a little
I
zesty. Like, I get, maybe seeing it once, but repeating it a few more times. Come on, my guy.
hey, dude. It was in my defense, it was unwilling. I basically got irate because I didn't want to see it, but I had to.
But then once you saw it, you had to see it a few more times just in case.
Yeah, just out of disbelief.
Just
You
out
know
of
what I mean?
disbelief. No,
I'm like, dude, they can be that big.
no, well, okay, no, I'm still not gonna watch it.
Highly recommend it.
I just don't see what impact my life would have by knowing the size of Drake's penis. I just don't
It's
see any upside to my life improving in any way possible.
oh, there is no upside. If anything, there's a downside. Like you feel almost inadequate. But I mean,
So why would I watch
it's
it
just
then?
it's wild. You know what I mean? It's like imagine having a massive hog, right? Are you imagining?
I mean, I don't have to imagine.
I'd be pretty damn proud of it. I'd show it off, but I don't.
Wait, who was he showing it off to? Because I mean,
That's the thing. I don't know. It just got leaked, like released. Like someone took his phone and posted his nudes. But I mean, it's a video he sent because he's like in the video he's jorking it.
yeah. Let's just hope it was women of age, because I mean, all the allegations going around.
You heard that? You heard that, Pablo? Make a diss track against Pablo because he's over here talking crap. Eminem, I'm gonna hit you back with something. Yeah, I really like your song. How'd it go again? Till I prolapse, I'm taking it up the ass and spit it. That's it. That's all I got.
Dude, you remember in the interview when he came out as like gay? The movie, The Interview.
It didn't come out as gay. It was just a joke. I think it was just
No, but in the movie he comes out as gay. Like,
yeah, because they're like calling him out on all his homophobic stuff, and he's like, dude, the reason I rap about it so much is because I am one.
I'm not gonna lie. For like a second, my brain forgot we were watching a movie, and I was like, "Wait, this is real?" It didn't come out as gay. It kind of makes
Wait,
sense. Like,
actors exist.
no. I'm just saying.
Writers?
I'm just saying. When he started explaining why, I was like, "Wait, did him come out as gay in this movie?" Like, everything he's saying makes kind of sense. And then I was like, "Oh, no, it was just a joke." But I'm just saying, it felt pretty real. Like, he killed it, man. He killed it on that scene.
Yeah, he did a really good job. I mean, the interview was pretty funny. I like the movie as a whole. But that part, yeah, and everyone was also like, and that's what I'm saying. People were talking about this. Everyone was like, "Dude, did you know Eminem was gay?" He literally just said it on a on a written movie, like it's a fucking documentary.
And people that hadn't actually watched the movie, they actually, like, it got posted on YouTube and stuff, and some people were actually like looking at it thinking it was real.
And that's the type of dummies who like actually believe anything on the internet. It's so funny to put in misinformation. Like I can say right now, Ryan Reynolds sucked off Hugh Jackman in the new Deadpool movie.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, yeah. I'm sorry. Well, it's misinformation. He had to say allegedly.
I don't want to get sued. I don't want to get sued.
Oh yeah, like Ryan Reynolds is gonna listen to this. If he does, I will release my own nudes.
Bro, how lucky is that man? Well, I don't know if it's luck, maybe it's skill or something, but like the women he's dated, bro, Scarlett Johansson, and then
I thought you meant like his success, his career. Like no, the women.
He hit it from the back. You know, he had to hit it from the back. That has to be like one of the top 10 things you can do in this earth, bro. Is hitting
Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah, bro.
No way. The front is better.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, have you seen the meme of like the ass for the gods or something, where Loki and Thor are looking at that ass?
No, but I've seen the memes of Scarlett, or was it called Scarlett Johansson getting absolutely pumped by Hulk.
Yeah, yeah, I know, I remember that going around. But I'm just saying, bro, like this man has been with some gorgeous women. Like, wasn't he was married to her, right, at one point?
I don't know. I don't follow celebrities like that.
No.
I find that crazy. Like you just really gonna be all invested in what this one person does. Like I like people. Like I mean, I'm not gonna say I like famous people. Like I fucking know them, but I enjoy celebrities' work, and I wouldn't want to like get to know them on a personal level because 9 times out of 10 they're like not the person they are on screen.
Yeah, no, the only reason I remember this because when he was making Deadpool, they were making jokes about Black Widow, So I think that's his ex-wife.
This track, the Ryan Reynolds, Scarlett Johansson diss track.
Yeah. And I'm like, no, imagine breaking up or like getting divorcing from Scarlett Johansson, bro. And I'd be her, like, you know.
Dude, that's like there's a ton of mostly celebrities that are divorced. They're like they date or they marry or they get married for like 2 months, and then later they like immediately separate, and it's like all on the news. At this point, I'm starting to think it's like a attention thing. It's like what's it called, like a some kind of public stunt. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. There is a topic I wanted to cover, switching things up. So,
Damn, bro, you fucking hit a fucking you hit the e brake on that, dude. Come on, I was just getting in.
I mean, we can keep talking about it, but I just remember and I don't want to forget.
All right, well, welcome to the Tangent Podcast.
Well,
But yeah, go ahead.
welcome to the Tanya Podcast. So, how do you feel about El Mayo Zambada's capture?
I still don't know who the fuck that is.
I remember when I was in high school, there was this people running for what is it called? Senior
Class president
class
or
president. Yeah, where there was this Mexican gay guy running. There was this other white, and there was this two white girls running, and it ended up being a tie because between one of the white girls and and the Mexican gay guy, and you know, and I remember one of the white girls, like, she was pretty hated by like a big portion of the school, and
Mhm.
then one of the other people that were running hated that girl so much that she literally went, bought like hundreds, maybe thousands of dollars worth of Chick-fil-A, started giving them out, and was like, "Vote, don't vote for this girl, don't vote for this girl." And everybody rallied behind the Mexican gay guy. And he was trying to like give people like, you know, like, oh, like, yeah, you vote for
Head.
me.
He was giving people head.
Yeah, I want to be the first Mexican. I want to be I want to be the first Mexican class president or whatever.
Breaking
And
barriers.
I was like, I was like, I don't care. But it was like when I got that Chick-fil-A biscuit, and it was like, vote for, no, I won't say his name, but vote for this person. Do not vote for this girl. I was like, bet, like, bet, like, I mean, Chick-fil-A biscuit, like, shoot, that other girl.
Yeah.
That other girl never gave me a Chick-fil-A biscuit. Like, of course I'm gonna vote against her. Like, come on, like, of course. And yeah, and we did, and like everybody rallied behind him, and he won. And that other girl was like, they said she was crying, and she started saying some racist stuff. And to me, it was kind of funny because she was like, I should know, like, yeah, because I think he was illegal, or at least she thought he was illegal because she was like, he's not even supposed to be here at all.
Get fucked.
Yeah.
And then that's what Drake and Kendrick should have done. They just should have bought everybody Chick-fil-A.
Bro, I'm just saying, if Drake would have bought me Chick-fil-A, I would have lied my ass off and be like, nah, bro, Drake won that feud.
Hell yeah. How does the saying go? You you go through a man's stomach to love him or something, or to the heart.
A ways through, yeah, the way to a man's heart is through the stomach.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I love food. I shouldn't. I mean, it's easier to find a 3x my size than to exercise, as Eminem said.
All I gotta say is, man, I love food as well. I have been dieting though. You know, we could use this as motivation, like show our viewers
Nah,
that weight loss is possible. Okay, how about I do
nah,
that? I'll do that. You don't have to be part of this journey.
I won't. Mhm.
I've been eating really healthy, and it's really hard. Like, there are some certain things that are really good, that are
Mhm.
healthy, but there are things that I just miss so much. Like pizza, man. I miss pizza. Like, I
They have
cannot say no to
cauliflower pizza.
pizza. Brother, I mean, yeah, it's honestly not bad. I tried it. It's pretty decent, but still not like the real thing, man. Like, if somebody orders pizza, I have to eat at least one slice. What I try to do now that I'm on this diet is I don't eat the crust.
I'm gonna like DoorDash you a bunch of pizza.
Bro, I will thank you, and I'll like give it to my rest.
I'm gonna DoorDash
I
you
give
a
it
Little
out,
Caesars pizza every day.
bro. I mean, free food, bro.
I'm praying on your
Dude,
downfall.
my dog loves. I don't know if people will get mad when they hear this, but I like to give him like at least a little piece of the crust every time I get pizza because
You fucking monster.
it's just like a little treat for him. So anytime he sees Little Caesar, he gets so excited. He just goes and watches me because he knows he's gonna get that one little piece of crust thrown at him as a treat.
To be fair, Little Caesar's crust is pretty good.
Let's rate pizza chains. How about that?
Let's rate pizza chain's crust, just the crust.
Okay, okay. I think to me it has to be.
Papa John's all the
Pop,
way. I
I,
love Pappy John's.
I like Papa John's, but I think the value is not there for me. I think I would
Don't
go with.
care.
I would think I would go with pizza. I don't know. It's gonna sound crazy, but I'll go with Domino's first. Like we're talking about like fast food chains, right? Like not local. Like
I don't know a lot of local pizza chains, especially around my area. There's none.
yeah, yeah. So we're just gonna rate like the everybody knows national pizzas. I think I would go with Domino's because I kind of grew up in it, and I just think they have good deals. And if you know, like you can make your own. Like I make like my own. Oh, are you picky, Dino? Because I remember, man, I went to this summer camp, and like all these friends of mine were so picky. They were like, what do we get on our pizza? And I was like, I mean, we can just get a bunch of different topics. And they were like, nah, not everybody likes this, not everybody likes that. Let's just get cheese. And I was the one ordering. So I ordered a bunch of different topics and they were all mad. Like, oh, I only like cheese. Like, I don't give a fuck what you like, you picky ass.
It's
Just take it off.
free pizza.
Just take it off. No, I mean, yeah, I was paying
Oh,
for it
they
too.
paid for it? Okay, yeah,
There
that's
was
what I was gonna say.
there was like another one or two people that chipped in, but they actually liked the topics I put on it. But I cannot do that, man. I cannot eat just cheese pizza. Like I don't mind one cheese, but like we have to have options, like have topics on it. Like that's what pizza's there for. Like you know, you just put different toppings on it. Like oh, I feel like a lot of kids around here nowadays are just so picky, bro. Like they're so picky. Like we had a friend, right? That you remember when we had a friend that used to eat like pizza, Chick-fil-A, Cheetos, and that was like it. Like he would eat
Oh,
nothing
yeah,
else.
and he's still super skinny.
I think at one point the man literally had to go to the doctor because of that.
Oh, yeah, we talking about the same friend? Is it Noble
I think this is a different one.
or is it
This is his brother,
Yona?
Jonah.
I'm just using I'm using code names that I'll help you understand.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, it was Jonah. But yeah, no, man. Dude, I don't understand. At least I don't know. At least put pepperoni. At least put ham. Put sausage. Put something on your pizza, please.
but if you're judging like pure pizza, I think because I've seen a lot of YouTubers also like kind of go around tasting every different like chain of pizza or like different things, and the baseline is always cheese because every other place it's not the ingredients aren't all the same. You know,
Yeah,
the ingredients vary. Like this person's pepperoni might be better. This person's sausage might be better, or this chain. And I said person, but like they always cheat the cheese pizza because it's like okay, this is like a base. Like you
yeah,
know, you got your bread, the sauce, everyone uses mozzarella.
yeah, yeah. I get that. I get that. But at the same time, I feel like one of the most important parts of pizza to most people are the topics. So if you rate pizza without rating it for the topics, it's not like a real rating. Like
Yeah,
imagining
and so
going to a taqueria and you're like, I'm gonna rate the tacos. Well, I'm gonna get asada because that's the base, and then you don't rate the al pastor, you don't rate any of the other ones, and it's kind of like, okay, well
that kind of I
now
think that's kind of pretty. I think that's pretty fair actually
no,
because
I don't think it's fair because like, okay, let's say that they have really good asada, but then their al pastor is mid. Like now I know they have like the only information you're giving me is that they have good asada tacos. I don't know how their al pastor is. I don't know how their chorizo is. I don't know if they serve tripa, if they serve birria, if they serve I don't know. You know,
let's keep naming different
yeah, yeah,
tacos.
yeah. Like I mean, I'm
Well,
just saying.
I think asada is a good baseline because if you have trash asada, which is like one of the easier ones, easier like meats or whatever to make, you basically fail. Like, you know what I mean?
See, but that helps me. Doesn't help me at all because I'm not really ever gonna go and order asada. I mean, why would I order asada when I can get al pastor or chorizo or tripa? Or if I do, I'm gonna order one asada and I'm gonna order like different ones. Like if you like asada, that's good information. But for example, for me, I remember one of those videos you're saying where the guy's like, oh yeah, like this pizza, like this cheese pizza is like a 7 or an 8, and then he like I think the owner got him to try the pepperoni because supposedly they had really good pepperoni. He's like, oh yeah, the pepperoni brings it to a 9, And I'm like, okay, I would not order the cheese. I mean, I
But
know some people.
that's not. But that's extra though. Like that's
No,
it
no, because
didn't.
I'm saying
It
that.
didn't completely change the out. I mean, it increased the outcome a little bit,
Yeah,
but like it didn't change it like drastically. It's not like it took it from an 8 to a 10
no, but
or an 8 to
what
a
I'm
5.
saying is like the topics, in my opinion, are a huge part of the pizza. Like for example, I would rate very different a cheese pizza and a Hawaiian pizza.
That's literally what baseline means.
What is
But
that?
that's baseline just means it like it's to see where you're like
No,
at. You know
no,
what I mean?
I
Because
get it.
because that just adds. I mean, it doesn't take away. It
I
usually adds.
yeah, yeah, but I'm just saying that then I don't know the quality of the toppings. Like if they did a baseline and then they did like I don't know, like at least pepperoni or something, that would to me make more sense to be like, okay, they got good toppings. Because like I like, dude, you could have great base and then just have like shitty toppings. Like you maybe you put like too little chicken or too little whatever. Maybe your pepperoni is like ass. Like maybe your Italian sausage is ass. Like maybe your veggies are old. Like I'm just saying. I don't know.
I mean, my favorite pizza is straight like vanilla pepperoni pizza. Like,
Yeah,
and that's usually what I order. Like, if I go to Papa John's, I get the pepperoni stuffed crust pizza. Um, Pizza Hut pepperoni stuffed crust pizza. Like that's my favorite like topping. It's just straight up pepperoni, and I'll eat supreme and all that, but eventually it just becomes like fodder.
yeah, bro. And I'm gonna be honest. The people that are like, oh, this cheese pizza is so good, it doesn't need any toppings. Like, nah, bro. Toppings can only bring it up, bro. Like,
Yeah, you're not.
I
I'm
love
not.
that
I don't
meaty taste.
disagree. I don't disagree with that. I'm just saying purely like rating. Like
Yeah,
if we're just straight rating like different pizza chains or whatever, I think cheese is a good baseline. But I mean, so we have a thing. I don't know if every religion. I think there's a few religions that practice, but basically we have this sort of. It's called Cuaresma, and that's like the time before Jesus is nailed on the cross. Jesus Christ. He our religion, we kind of try to, it's called fasting, but really we just give up like certain things like dang it, there's a word in English where they make babies or whatever because they kind of stop having like sex or like relations for that amount of time. What's the word for it? It's an actual term. Like they call them blank babies because they're made after the Quaresma.
I thought that was only this is Lent, right? But I thought that was only on
Yeah, that's what it's called. It's
Friday.
like Lent.
I thought
No,
that was,
no, no. It's like we do the whole like for 40 days or like yeah, like I think 40 days before Lent, we it was not necessarily like enforced or anything, but basically you can choose to give up something to kind of like suffer with along with the congregation or with Jesus Christ. It's like you give up something you really really enjoy, and 9 times out of 10 we just choose to give up meat for 40 weeks.
yeah, or you could just stop sinning, like
Nah.
yeah. How
Who the
about we
fuck?
how about we just give up sin? Like,
Fuck
is that an
that.
option? An
Sin is
option for
fun.
y'all?
Sin is fun. Put that on a t-shirt.
Yeah, so I just don't. Like, I'm gonna be honest. I really don't get that. Like giving up meat. Like I don't. I think
No,
God
it
would be
doesn't
a
have
lot
to. It
happier.
doesn't have to be meat. It's like it can be anything you enjoy. Like for
Like
example,
beer. Like let's just
like yeah. I mean, like beer, like video games, like anything you enjoy. Give
okay,
it up for like 40 days.
okay. Or you could just try to be a good Christian and stop sinning the whole
Fuck
year.
that, dude. I'd rather give up meat for 40 days than
Wait,
stop watching corn.
wait, do you actually do that? Like, do you actually give up meat for 40
Yeah,
days?
I really tried to, but it was funny one time because uh, I don't know. Everyone has their own set of rules and their own set of like I guess traditions. Basically, my mom and like their family, they wouldn't eat meat that came like red meat or meat that came from an animal that uh that gives that what's it called that breastfeeds.
A mammal?
Mammal, sure, sir, we'll say that. So like we could eat fish, we could eat chicken, but we can't eat
I heard
meat,
about
and
fish,
it's only
but
certain days. Like it's only
I think it's
it's
like
only
Wednesdays and
like
Fridays or something.
yeah, it's like Wednesdays and Friday, and like and I'm like, isn't it supposed to be for 40 days? Like it's in the name. But I mean, I'm not gonna complain because that means that on every other day I can eat like pepperoni pizza, just not on 2 days. I had to eat a what's it called, fillet of fish.
Yeah, I don't know. I prefer the Muslim version of Ramadan where like you just fast, for
Yeah, they
like
don't straight up eat anything.
yeah, for like I think from morning to sundown and then you have a feast. So that seems pretty good. I heard everybody could go. I don't really know where any Muslim church is near me, but I actually always wanted to go to just one, just to try their food first of all, and to see what what Muslim churches are like. Because I always want, like in the media, they kind of got painted wrong for a little bit because of all the terrorists, the filthy
Oh
terrorists, and
yeah, no, it's
everything.
just
And
they just
I
got rid
was
of two massive buildings. But yeah,
Dude, I gotta say, bro, like, no lie, like, from my heart, like, I have so much respect for them because I actually met a few and they were so real about the religions. They had this discipline. Like, I remember this lady, dude.
I
She
might
has,
say a little too much discipline, but yeah, go ahead.
I remember this lady at work. She was like, I have to, she asked for where she could pray because there was like certain hours she had to pray, like every
Hmm.
certain hours.
Yeah, yeah,
And,
yeah. That I
and,
seen a guy do that
yeah, and there was and she had to like face Mecca and all that,
a certain way. Hmm. Yeah.
and I'm pretty open minded person. I'm pretty respectful of other people's opinions and all
Hmm.
that. So I was like, oh, I mean, that's cool. That's kind of
Hmm.
interesting. I asked some questions about it. Well, there's this other guy who was like, I don't know. I think she just wants an extra break, and like I'm gonna watch her, make sure she actually prays. And then I was like, hey, so what? Is she actually praying, or is she just messing around? And he's like, no, bro, she actually goes there and she prays. Like, can you believe this? Like, somebody actually prays to
Are
their
you seeing?
God.
Are
Like,
you seeing this shit? I only pray once
yeah,
a week
yes,
on Sundays.
I pray on Sundays at church. Like, this woman actually prays like
Fucking
daily, multiple
dumbass.
times a day. Gets on her knees, faces one way, and praises God. Like, wow. And yeah, no, and I had another friend who was Muslim where they believed like animals. They would eat animal like meat, but it had to be like
Halal.
it had to be halal. And I think his dad was very strict regarding that. So like his dad would literally either go and buy it from like a specific butcher or whatever. So
Uh-huh.
like they had to know that the animal was killed the right way. So he
Yeah,
would
the right way.
yeah, so he would not eat any. He was basically vegetarian going out, but then he would
Uh,
actually eat meat in his house.
I
And
but I
I
was
was
say
like,
the Jews kind of do that too. They have to like kosher.
yeah, they have kosher, but I think they sell kosher things like on the supermarket. I think they also sell halal things on the supermarket, but his family was just very strict. So the man,
Yeah.
I always thought he was vegetarian too. Then I see him eating meat, and he was, oh, you want to try this? I was, oh, this is so good, dude. Like, I think he was Pakistani, or Indian. I
One
forgot
one of them,
one of them.
one of them brown people. They're all the same.
And yeah, and I just remember like, oh wait, you actually eat meat? And he's like, yeah, I just don't eat meat, unless my dad like, like he like basically wouldn't want to eat any meat that wasn't killed the right way.
Yeah, I don't eat meat unless you press F to pay respects.
Yeah, basically.
Nah,
And
for us it's the complete opposite. We disrespect the fuck out of these animals.
I don't know about you. Don't bring me up on that because I
Well,
respect animals. I want him to
nah,
suffer the least as possible. I'm gonna still eat him, but I want him to suffer the least as possible.
nah. I want them to suffer. I want them to know that
But
I'm eating them.
the taste gets worse when they suffer, right?
Yeah, I love it. I love to chew
You
my
love
meat for 20
Yeah,
minutes
you love
every
the gamey
bite.
taste. You love the
I like
gamey taste.
I like the taste of suffering in my meat
Okay.
and my
Well,
burger.
the episode's kind of getting up there in time, so I think it's time for that part of the episode. What did we call it last time with the cards?
Oh, Crazed Convo cards. That's literally it. Literally,
Chris
you
Combo
said the whole
cards.
thing.
Getting to know more about Dino. So I have another question for you this time, so our viewers
All
can
right,
get
the
to know
new
you
name. The
more.
new name. Wait, well, that's the thing. We were kind of talking about this. Like, I could ask you about it, or you put in your own answer, or
Okay.
debate me,
Yeah,
or
yeah,
whatever the case. Because
because you didn't ask it back last time. You were like, yeah, I
I
don't care
didn't.
what.
I
Yeah,
didn't. I mean, I didn't know what we were doing. To be honest,
yeah.
this guy sprung up on me as it did with y'all. So
Okay, no, he just doesn't like me.
yeah.
Describe a time or moment in your life when you felt lonely or unloved.
Years 1 through 17.
What happened at 18? Oh, you
I
became
had
legal?
my first girlfriend. Yeah. Before that, I didn't feel like I belonged.
You're like, I am
So
legal.
years 1 through 17, pretty much.
You got your first girlfriend and she made you feel loved
Yeah, and then immediately made me feel
and then broke your
like
heart.
a. Well, I wouldn't say I broken hearted or whatever. I broke her heart.
This
It's
ain't a
more
song.
it's
Go ahead.
it's more like I slowly but surely was eating away at her like some kind of happiness tick. I really do think back on those times where I was with her and I'm like, dang, I really was like a manipulative, like
Insecurities.
insecure, like controlling, whiny little like pathetic worm, and like I learned from that. Like so nowadays, I try to do the opposite of what that Dino would have done. You know what I mean? Because it's like instead of continuing to be that same person, I can't change the past. So instead, I just decide to change the future or change the present. Like I know how I can be, so I try to do the opposite to avoid being that person. You know what I mean? That's just the best way to cope with that because like I've even tried to apologize to her. Like I even like re-sparked something with her like before I got with my current with my wife. I tried to we said bury the hatchet, but we buried so many hatchets. It's a hatchet graveyard. Um, and I it didn't work because she was always like, I don't want your apologies or oh I don't like you can't change the past like you and I'm like well I can't so instead of sitting here arguing about things that I did in the past I'm going to instead look onto the future and better myself and that's why I think I do better with my wife because I went through the bad stuff with the first
Yeah,
relationship.
it was a learning experience for you.
Yeah, and I think I like to think that I came out better, and in the end, I still feel like I could improve, but man, I love sleep. I can't. But anyways, yeah. All right, Pablo. What about you? How you feel?
It's okay. I gotta describe a time or moment in my life when I felt lonely or unloved. Um, I don't know. I always feel like I've had support around me, but I can think of it. So there was this one time where I was friends with this girl, right? And honestly, I didn't even like her. Like she was like she had like
Damn, Gus,
huge
this
boobs.
track.
She had like huge boobs, so all my friends had crush on her, and we're in middle school. But she had like like super skinny everything else, and she didn't have the prettiest face and everything. So she wasn't my type. Like I didn't really find her that attractive. I was like, she just got big boobs, but whatever.
That is literally my type.
Yeah, that's your type. So, anyways, all my friends had crush on her or whatever,
Shout out to my wife, who is the opposite of that.
and I was just like, whatever. So I actually became friends with her first because all my friends wanted to talk to her, so I could
Hmm.
introduce. Because I literally had no feelings. She was just not my type.
Hmm.
And anyways, so we're just chilling there one day, and then one of them, like, she ended up dating basically quite a few people in the group, and like I said, I didn't care because I was not interested in her. But one day they asked her like something about me, and she was like, oh, you know, and then everybody started
Damn.
laughing, and it was like a couple other people there, and they were like, hey, like everybody thought it was so funny, like, yeah, of course, like dating me was. And I was like, man, this girl that is getting passed around that I think is like a 6 maybe on a good day, thinks I am, like
Disgusting.
I am, like, yeah, it's disgusting to date me. Like that kind of brought me down a level. Like, damn, how ugly am I? Like, how ugly do I have to be? Because this girl is obviously she's not that good, and she is getting passed around. She has, she's a homie hopper. So it's like, dang,
Damn, so it sounds kind of like you have a
like,
lot of resentment there, buddy.
yeah, yeah. I'm just saying that kind of hurt me because I put everything into perspective because I'm that type of guy. I didn't just think like, oh, dang, this girl don't like me.
Overthinker.
I was like this homie hopper who has very low standards and it doesn't look that good. Thinks I'm nasty to date. Like, damn, how ugly am I? Like, I literally went and looked at myself in the mirror. I was like, damn, am I that ugly? But
Staring in the mirror like, what What's wrong with me?
What is wrong with me? But no, that is one time, and then none of my everybody laughing kind of made it worse.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, no, that is one time where I felt lonely and unloved.
Dude, I was about to say we'd have to do a whole nother episode of like all the times I've been rejected, because and the types of ways I've been rejected, which I guess we can do in the next episode. But yeah, there's just a ton of like instances where like it just it sucks. It sucks being ugly. Yeah, you know, you don't know how good you have it. Attractive.
I mean, I don't think you're ugly.
Thank you. I don't think you're ugly either.
You're supposed to say I'm handsome and I'm the
Oh,
best. I'm a gift to humanity from
dude,
God.
you got a fat cock. You're handsome as hell, and I'd suck you off if my wife was in the other room and your girlfriend wasn't in the room with you.
Okay, and now to end things on a funny note, like
That wasn't funny enough. You want me to be even gayer?
no, but I would say we had a pretty serious topic. I don't want to end it with that, so I want to end it. And okay, so let's do. You know how last time we asked for advice,
Uh-huh.
so I want to see if any viewers ask for advice, so we can try to give them the worst advice we can. So hopefully they can do the opposite and follow it. But I was thinking, do you have any
Like a call
funny?
line?
Yeah, yeah. You know how people love their cat videos and everything. So I thought about let's end it on a like a pet antics kind of topic where like, is there anything like animal related, whether with a pet or whatever that that made you laugh or that you thought it was really funny? Like I thought about something to share on the podcast. So I used to live alone in another house that I'm currently renting to someone, and it had a garage, and one of the rooms was like inside the garage, kind of.
Mhm.
Like the wall to the room was face like inside the garage.
Mhm.
So I'm playing a horror game. I'm sitting there playing a horror game. All of a sudden I feel like I hear scratching on the wall that's facing the garage, and at the time I didn't think it
Uh-huh.
was facing the garage, so I'm like, oh wait, was that part of the game? I heard scratching, like it felt like it came from this side.
Uh-huh.
And I hear it again, I hear the scratching noise, and I'm like, I'm literally mute
Uh,
the game. I literally mute the game, and I'm like, okay,
take your headphones off.
this is pretty sus. Like somebody playing a prank on me. I mean, I live alone. What is going on?
I'm
So
geeking out.
yeah, I hear like another little sound, and I'm like, okay, I think there's something in my garage. I really hope it's not a ghost. And I was like, I take my gun, and I was like, wait, if it's a ghost, I doubt a gun will help me. But I was like, what if somebody like it's trying to play a prank, or like somebody's trying to
Put
distract
holy
me?
water on it.
I start thinking 1,000 things a minute, and then I'm like, what if it's an animal? So I'm gonna take I took a baseball bat as well. I took my gun and a baseball bat and a
Also dip
light.
it in holy water.
Yeah, and I went out there, and somehow a cat had gotten in my garage, and he was just like chilling there on the wall, kind of scratching something. He had found like a little insulation on the wall or something.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, he scared the crap out of me. I cannot tell you how scared I was when I kept hearing scratching noises. I was like, it was driving me crazy. Like I was like, oh my god, like is there a ghost? I was like, hello, hello, and there was it. I would just hear the scratching sound like every few minutes. Scared the shit out of me to this day.
That would freak me out too.
Yeah, but at least I have that rational mind where I was like, okay, calm yourself. It cannot be a ghost. Let's go kill whatever's in there. I did not end up killing the cat directly because
I did.
be-
I fucking hit the fuck out of it with my bat.
no, I just scared it off. But he wasn't out. He was like one of those feral cats or whatever that's outside. But it was winter, so I chased it out because he was
Oh yeah,
scaring the
so
shit out of me
he
scratching that
just
wall.
let it face the elements.
Yeah, so I just chased it out, and it was late at night because I was playing late. So I found them dead the next day. So it was kind of sad. So maybe not the best topic to end things in, but
I was about to say, yeah, this is happy hour with Papa.
yeah. But I mean, what choice did I have, man? He could not live in my garage. So I ended up chasing it out. I thought he would like be okay, but no, he died. But yeah, I always remember that, man. What about you? You have any cute, funny or anything, any stories you want to share to end the
I was
episode?
about to say it'd be more funny than cute, but I think the people who are going to try and cancel us is going to be PETA
For what? Because I chased an animal out of my property.
and kind of left it to fend for itself. Yes, but
Yeah, I
no,
mean,
but
look, fuck PETA.
PETA people are crazy.
Yeah, but yeah, go ahead.
Oh, um, wait, wait, hold on. Do you hear my story?
What? You got cut off.
I'm sorry. Do you want to hear my story?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Uh, wait, what did it cut off? Because I kind of yanked my headphones and I had to connect.
No, it literally you just said you want to hear my story, and it got cut off in the middle.
Oh, neat. My story isn't exactly. It isn't exactly happy or cute or anything. Basically, what happened is um we're not great with pets. We are terrible pet owners. Like me, my brother. My dad's a bit better. My mom hates pets, like inside the house and stuff. So it's very hard to keep a dog in the house with my family. So we've had tons of pets, and we just kind of left them outside. We in like a little like cage or and like a in the garage or something.
Yeah, yeah,
And so because my mom doesn't like pets in the house, and the only time she allows them to be in the house is when they're either pregnant or like when they're still like puppies.
yeah,
And we have neighborhood dogs that could like harm them. And my mom only likes dogs when they're puppies, literally.
yeah. So why don't you just buy like a Chihuahua or a Pomeranian or
We
one of
did,
those?
we did.
You
There's so many pet stories. We can make another episode about that too.
wait. So you force one of those tiny ass dogs to live outside?
Hell yeah, you sink or swim, bitch. I ain't no helicopter papa, but
Wow. Okay.
but anyways, my brother and me were talking, and we were like, man, all our pets kind of like either die or run away. I'm like, yeah, it's
I,
kind of
I
hard to like keep them alive when we can't even keep them in the house.
I wonder why. Yeah, yeah. I was gonna say yeah. Like
I
those.
wonder why. Yeah, it's not a mystery.
Yeah, yeah. I was gonna say there are certain type of dogs that can be outside dogs, but I don't think those Chihuahuas and Pomeranians and stuff like those smaller ones are it.
Huh? Nope, no survival instincts at all.
Yeah.
But but we were just talking, and I was like, I don't know why I thought in my mind that dogs only live like up to like 10 or 14 years. Like and I don't know, because I think I was
Because
thinking of
they
like maybe dog years or something.
wait, they do live around there, don't they?
Well, I don't know, but I looked it up, and like I was like, because no, I think it was 10. I thought they only lived up to like 10 years old, and so I was like, oh well, our dogs last like 2 or 3 years, and I say like, yeah, 30 to 40% of their lifespan isn't terrible. And then I went online and looked up what the average lifespan of dogs are, like the dogs we had. And it turns out they lived a lot longer than that. We just
Yeah.
couldn't keep them alive that long or keep them around that long. So I was like, oh shoot, more like 5 to 2%.
Yeah, I think it depends on the race and everything of the dog, but I think it's like up to 18 years
Yeah,
max.
yeah. Some of them motherfuckers lived up to like 30.
Yeah.
And and I was like, we gave them a good life, and then I realized we gave them childhood.
Yeah, that is kind of sad. No, my dog is spoiled. Like we bought him to kind of guard the yard and stuff from porch pirates and stuff. Just we
Hmm.
don't have any in our neighborhood, but just in case, And
Hmm.
he looks tough. He we got him, it was a rescue basically.
Hmm.
He's mixed between boxer and pit bull, and he's the sweetest dog, but he acts tough, like he looks kind of mean, and he barks like through the gate to like cars and stuff. He loves to try to chase cars,
Hmm.
and he
Oh,
is
don't let him do that. That's how we lost. Like
no, no.
dog one through five.
We have a fence.
Okay.
We have a fence yard. But no, he's not. He doesn't. But he'll like run from one side of the fence to the other whenever he sees a car passing by, and he looks so mean. Like people literally are afraid to come into my house. I'm like, you can come in. Like he doesn't bite. He's super friendly, and they're like, I don't know, man. Can you put him
Oh yeah,
away? Can
yeah.
you put
I
him
met your
inside?
dog. He's
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
dope.
He
Pretty dope.
is. Yeah, yeah. He like we supposedly bought him. And we literally have like I always tell him like, okay, good job. You protected the house today. Nobody broke in. I always give him a treat like daily, and I always praising him. Oh, who's a good boy? Who protected the house? And um, let's just say that whenever people that like he has never met before like decide to walk into the house, they just like he's so happy to like just play with them. Like he literally like walk with them to the front door. He doesn't even bark or anything. He's like the worst, the worst protector of the house. But I still give him treats. Like I remember this Mormons came, and like I was like did not hear no bark. I didn't hear anything. Like they just literally walked to the door and knock, and I'm like, who is knocking? I was like, well, it must be somebody we know because the dog didn't bark. He didn't make any noise. Nope. He's just wagging his tail, like just getting petted by them. He's just like so happy. And I'm like, oh, you let him in because they came with God, right? Okay, cool. And then my family is like, nah, he's a terrible guard dog. Like he didn't even bark or nothing. I was like, nah. There were messages from God. So he let him in. He knows what's up. Well, this older neighbor came to introduce himself after we moved. Just let him in. He was wagging his tail, sitting right there. Like I was like, man, my dog is effective. Like he just looks mean, but he doesn't even bark when people get in. But I mean, zero package is stolen, so I mean, I'm pretty sure it would have been zero even without him. But I'm just saying he hasn't failed yet.
Yeah, and I mean, I like dogs. I like pets. I do enjoy them, but like another reason we're also not great owners is because we don't like go. Well, I don't like going outside to like walk them and stuff. So I just kind of let them, explore the world on their own without a leash, and just kind of hope they come back. And that's what I'm saying. Like, terrible pet owners. I love. It's like I love other people's pets. Like I'll play with other people's pets because I don't have to take care of them. And I love other people's pets. Like my brother has a cat named well, I don't know. Should I dox the cat? Can I get in trouble for that?
I mean, is it a common cat name?
No, if anything, it's an uncommon nickname,
I mean,
uncommon name.
I don't think the cats have like Facebook and stuff or like social media for people to like track them, so you
Yeah.
should be fine.
Okay, but the name's Leaf, like Leaf, like a leaf from a tree.
Like a leaf Pokemon. Like
Yeah, like a leaf. And I really, he's a really cute cat. He's a small cat. And she's so trusting. She doesn't like hiss or like act nasty towards you. Like as soon as she saw me, she immediately like laid on her like back, like showed me her tummy, which is like ultimate sign of like trust with cats and stuff. I think all predators are like that. Like showing your belly is such a vulnerable like thing for predators because they could be, killed or whatever. But no, that cat, like as soon as it saw me, immediately like I petted a little, like it sniffed my hand, and I gave it a little, like I got petted, I stroked his back, and next thing I know, it's on his belly. I feel so bad because I was trying to give her food and water because they're like on vacation right now. My parents are on vacation, my brother's on vacation, and she likes to walk in between your legs, and I accidentally stepped on it.
oh,
Not like a hard, I wasn't stomping around or I wasn't stomping around or anything, but like if I felt it, and I immediately like lifted my leg because I didn't want to hurt the cat, and because vet bills are expensive, and it wasn't limping around or anything. It was just like it was scared of me, and like I try to like I'll be like, trying to get the cat to come back to me, but it didn't want to anymore, or she didn't want to anymore.
well, shout out to all the pets and shout out to Muhammad. Remember the name, UFC champ. I was watching last night. I was, I think, one of the only people rooting for him, so I'm glad he won. I feel this episode has gone long enough. So next week we plan on having our first guest, so I hope you all are excited for that. And
if it works out, if not, erase this. Forget all about this.
No, yeah. If not, we'll just end the friendship with said person. Like
he's on strike too. This is like because I've invited him before. I even like invited him to like listen into the podcast live, but this is strike two. Just so he knows.
Yeah, and let us know what you think. Hopefully, we can share some pictures of the pets, maybe. If not, just let us know if there's any topics you want us to cover. Please rate, and thanks to all our listeners. We're trying to get better. I did get a new mic, so hopefully we sound a little bit better because I feel like we had technical difficulties last time. We are working on it. And yeah, If y'all waited to the end of the episode, please comment. Dino is bad with pets. All right.
Yeah, if you listen to the end of it, report me to PETA.
Yeah, please call PETA on this, man. Poor dogs. All right.
All
Outro
right. See you
music.
later, guys. Yeah, see you later.
See you later.